The Unsolved Murder of Maggie Long. Her name was Maggie Long. She was 17, with shiny, black hair that picked up gold from the sunlight, giving her natural highlights that framed her round face in the cool mountain air of Colorado. She was stunning and energetic. In most of the pictures online reviewed in preparation for this book, and this includes a lot of photos, her smile was clearly benevolent, making it seem that, for a good deal of the day, Maggie Long, when she was alive, was probably thinking of her favorite joke. Of course, still photography might only suggest someone's momentary energy level. But then there are the video clips assembled in tribute to Maggie Long by her high school's theater aficionados. It turns out Maggie Long was one of those vivacious individuals who find a level of acceptance and camaraderie while on stage. For example, in one of her school's big-budget musicals. There she is in show after show, smirking, smiling, beaming, laughing, or trying to look serious, an inordinately difficult task for her, by crumpling her face into a petulant frown. But soon, she was smiling again in her animated style, as Maggie Long loved theater and how it elevated her already jubilant personality. She was the type of actress who got peals of laughter from her hometown audience simply by shifting from frowning to smiling, or from smiling to frowning. She was busy with her hands and her expressions, a moving target, a lively soul. And then she went home for cookies and water one evening. Just cookies and water for classmates who were attending a high school concert on Friday evening in Bailey, Colorado. This was to be a quick run home and back, refreshments in hand. It was December 1st, 2017, and just about the time Maggie Long would have gotten home, witnesses in the neighborhood noticed a disturbance at her residence at 3763 County Road 43 in the rural town about 45 miles southeast of Denver. After that mysterious altercation that police say could have involved as many as 3 unidentified male suspects, Maggie Long went missing. Just as this development occurred, a fire broke out in Long's home, and neighbors called 911. It was close to 7 p.m. that evening, and emergency services arrived on the scene and contained the blaze. Maggie Long was still presumed missing at this point. But Park County Sheriff Thomas McGraw picks up the narrative in a solemn and professional voice that tries to stretch out the very sparse information available. The key point is that when Maggie Long went home for snacks and water, she likely interrupted a burglary in progress. 3 days later, on December 4th, a local judge approved a gag order so authorities could compartmentalize what they knew and what the public knew. But the grim truth was that Maggie Long was already dead, her burned body not found until December 7th. Going home for snacks was the last time anyone saw her alive, Sheriff McGraw said. Although a specific fire lighting technique has not been announced, police estimate Maggie Long was intentionally burned alive. There were also signs, even in the charred remains of the home, that there had been a struggle in the house, and Maggie Long had fought with her assailants to stay alive. This was just over 5 years ago as of this writing, and no suspects have been arrested, and few details have been released, although a task force consisting of federal, state, and local authorities has been assembled to work on the case. One thing police do say is that they have interviewed well over 100 people and responded to hundreds of tips, none of which have panned out. Police have also announced an escalating pool of money available for anyone providing information that leads to an arrest of anyone involved in Maggie Long's murder. The reward money started at $15,000 and has risen, along with frustrations on the case that has gone cold,